Hello, my name is Dan Anulov. Today, for my individual project, I made a simple app game, which I named Reawakening Puzzle. Uh, this I created using Unity with the back end with the repository of a GitHub in order to make sure I store and save all of it. And so here's my slides. For the project requirements, uh, what I tried to do was create a game in Unity, uh, making a simple puzzle game that works not only for a person's computer but also a person's phone. Having a working UI system that a player can use to exit the game, pick different levels, reset any of their high scores or even the level themselves if they feel stuck. Having a high score system that players can look at on the select level screen so they know what levels they have played and what score that they had as far as that level. And then also working out any bugs or glitches that were happening on in the game that were not supposed to happen. My success criteria is players being able to move around the dungeon map area without falling out of the map, which you always don't want players falling out of the map, and having a working UI system that players can use to be able to uh, get out of the game, pick different levels, restart the level they're on. As far as design and archetype, uh, I'm used a Unity software in order to build and develop the game. Using GitHub repository in order to store all of my files. Uh, all Majority of it is in assets, which is going to be all my animation, my scenes, my scripts, prefabs, which prefabs are just pre-made objects that you can simply slide onto the slide onto the menu of which you want to put add-on to the scene, which I will show shortly after this. And all the different packages I had to use as far and project settings in order to store all the different additional and store the application building that you need to push this to a phone. A lot of the challenges that happened during this was creating all the different C sharp script to use for the UI and the high score system. Unity has its own UI building canvas. However, they do have a different UI that I've tried using. However, it was being very difficult to use, so I had to use their Canvas AI. Canvas UI, sorry. Uh, Doing the artwork and design for the levels. I am not an artist. I'm bad at doing a lot of art, so it's not the prettiest looking, but I try my best. Uh, and as far and trying to test the levels and make sure that they're working as properly or getting some sort of feedback on them. Thankfully, I have friends and my family that I say, "Hey, I'm developing this game. Could you please test it for me?" And they play it. They tell me, give me any feedback, what things could be different. But yeah, a lot of the opportunities that could be from this is creating more levels and adding player abilities uh, into the game, having a better character model, which I'm not the best artist. Add in monsters and better graphics for levels and the menu systems. Yeah, they do make work. And making the UI more interactive with the player. This is the first level that I have. As you can see from the top right, that is the that is the first level. It's not really much, but it's a character's it's yeah. The the goal of the game is the player needs to collect the golden key in which the door will open, and once they exit out the door, they complete the level. The bottom right image shows what the pause menu looks like, and as I will show you also very shortly, uh, all different buttons they will show when it's being under when a mouse is hovering over it. Show when a mouse is hovering over it, when it gets clicked, and yeah. And this is my main menu. I could have done a bit better with the buttons and also the background. But what the main purpose of the main menu, start game, which starts you off on scene 1, or level 1 to be precise, for the game, and then the button level select, which takes you to the select level menu. And for additional, what I plan to do after next, I still want to work on this project, even though that I'm turning this in for assignment, because even though it was a bit stressful, I had a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, if I get all the art stuff and I work on more of the scripts, making sure that they're better organized, have less redundancy in the code, and finding additional ways of using an either AI or outside human testing in order to better flesh out my game, I plan on or thinking of publishing this game to an app store, which I can, yeah, on a phone apps, uh, once I figure out how to do that. And that is my slides. Next, I will show you a small demo of my game. That's on the main. Go to main menu. Unity is very interesting. It has all my project files stored right here. The hierarchy for this specific scene, and the inspector. And this allows me to playtest and run everything. Right now, I am starting up the game. Once it decides to work, there we go. Oh, so right here we have start game, select level. I'm going to click start game, and you will see. There we go. You win, best of 3. You can go back to main menu, next level. Okay, let's go next level. Bring you to this. I added in some camera following movements so that the player can follow. Have your pause menu to either resume, restart, go back to main menu. I'll click restart. Well, that's interesting. Looks like I gotta fix that bug there. Go back to main menu and you go to level select. You will see all the different levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Click this to reset all the scores. This will send you to that's game over screen. And yes, this is my game that I have created. I thank you for your time for watching this video, and I hope to make more progress onto this and fully develop it so that it's better working. Thank you.